Hey everybody, happy Friday. I thought I would jump on and do a quick live today. I had said recently I was going to start doing live and hopefully under 5 live videos about CBD to help educate everybody. And after my video the other day, I had a ton of private messages from people asking me more questions about CBD, how it works and why. So I thought today I would jump on and do a quick live video just explaining how CBD works. This seems to be kind of a really big question right now, so I'm going to hope to keep it in under 5 minutes if I can. So what I find really interesting about CBD, it comes from the hemp plant, does not come from the marijuana plant, so there's no high to it. So you get medical benefits from CBD without the high feeling that you get from marijuana. I think that's kind of the biggest confusion out there is this marijuana? Is it hemp? What is it? So it does come from the hemp plant. Our food source in this country, in the United States, used to actually graze on hemp. So your cattle, your hogs, your chicken, your sheep, everything that we consumed ate hemp, all the way up until we banned it back in 1937. So what they discovered, there's a Hebrew professor named Robert Mechoulam. He discovered back in the 1960s CBD. It's a cannabinoid found in the hemp plant. It's one of up to 120. Every single cannabinoid has a function in your body that it's responsible for maintaining, controlling, fueling, hydrating, whatever you want to call it. So it's really important to have this in your food source. We banned hemp in this country, 1937, so we actually removed hemp from our food, therefore removing CBD from our food source. Didn't know the significance of that then, but in discovering CBD in 1960, Dr. Mechoulam started researching that. Hey guys, started researching CBD, and in the 1990s, he discovered that every single vertebrae on this planet has what's called an endocannabinoid system. Big words. Took me a while to pronounce it correctly, but this endocannabinoid system that we all have, my very easy analogy of how you remember what this even means, this endocannabinoid system, if you think about this as your master control panel in your house, your fuse box, and that fuse box controls every single electrical outlet in your house, in your garage, outside your house, and then whatever you plug into that is fueled by this fuse box. So it controls everything, right? Your endocannabinoid system is your fuse box, your control for your body. So this endocannabinoid system regulates, maintains, and controls every single function in your body. If it's your endocrine, your pulmonary, your dental, your ocular, your hormones, your thyroid, your autoimmune system, your pain receptors, everything you think of, this endocannabinoid system regulates all of that and maintains all of that. But if that system is out of whack, or it is deficient, starving, not fueled properly, not taken care of the right way, it becomes deficient. So they've actually coined it endocannabinoid deficiency. So what that means is your body cannot grab you and tell you that this system is deficient. It can't grab me and say, hey Jen, endocannabinoid system's not being taken care of. Instead, it malfunctions. So when it malfunctions, it gives us disease. To be compliant, I'm not allowed to say the names of any diseases because I am an affiliate with a CBD company, as dumb as that sounds. I'm not allowed to say disease names. I'm not allowed to say pharmaceuticals. But every single thing that you can think of that is a disease, that is a behavioral issue, a skin issue, an immune system issue, that can, inflammation in the body. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but anything in your body that is causing you issues, they're attributing that to this endocannabinoid deficiency. So that system is malfunctioning because it's not being taken care of. Its food source is the cannabinoids from the hemp plant, the cannabis plant. So when you can slowly introduce CBD in particular into anything with a vertebrae, your pets, your livestock, you got a bird has a vertebrae, anything you can think of that has a vertebrae actually requires the cannabinoids from the cannabis plant to function the right way. Removing that from our food source back in 1937 is literally why we see such a huge influx in our health in this country. When you think about children with all of these out of control behavioral issues, and you think of adults with just rampant disease that we didn't even hear about 20, 30 years ago, they're relating that all back to this deficiency that we all have. Sorry guys, I keep losing my signal. So this endocannabinoid deficiency is literally, if you think about what this means, that's what it is. So your endocannabinoid system is full of receptors all throughout the body that work with these cannabinoids. They are fat soluble. You don't ever want water soluble CBD, and I will do a whole nother video on that so I can hopefully stay in under 5 minutes today. But you want a fat soluble CBD. Fat binds to fat. Fat and water don't mix. Oil and water don't mix. So when you have a fat soluble CBD oil, meaning you've got a hemp oil as a carrier, let's say, with the CBD, that will allow these cannabinoids to bind to your receptors in your body. And if you can picture it, these receptors are a lock that need a key to unlock them to work the right way. Cannabinoids, CBD in particular, is the lock that unlocks these receptors. When they're unlocked, they activate, they begin to work the right way. So we do make our own. There's 2 different types of cannabinoids we make in our body. One, I believe, is called endocannabinoid. The other one I'm not even going to try to pronounce. But when you make your own, you do see things fairly regulated and they stay in control and they're taken care of. But we don't make enough on our own to help that system work the right way. So the phytocannabinoid from the hemp plant, you add that into your system. Again, anything with a vertebrae, that's where you see these issues start to get under control. They start to subside. That system's regulating. It's working the right way. It goes into what we call homeostasis. So you literally have balance in your body in the system, so it's working the right way. I think that's my quickest. I put myself under the gun by doing 5 minutes or under, so hopefully I'm close to 5 minutes or under, but I really just wanted to give you guys a very quick breakdown on how CBD works and what it is, because it's extremely confusing to a lot of people. So I thought that would help. If you guys have any questions at any time, you guys can share this video. I'll put it on my YouTube channel, which is Jen Kerr CBD. I'm always available for questions. You can message me anytime. I just think it's really important to understand how this works and why. Hey guys! So people ask me all the time, how is it the same oil I take for my issues that I talked about the other day work for the horses that we have, my dog, my cat, children? Everybody gets confused on how this product works for pets and people. You do not need a pet-specific CBD oil to work for your pet. You can use it, the same one, on yourself. I use our 500 milligram for the issues I talked about the other day. My dog Walter also uses the 500 milligram, and I'll do a whole 5 or under video on him as well, specific to him and his issues and dogs in general. So I just think it's really important to understand how this works so people don't think it's a gimmick, it's a scam, it's a knockoff, whatever people might think it is. It actually is something our bodies require to work the right way. So hopefully that was quick enough to break that down for you guys. I am going to do more. I'm going to do one on how to find a good quality product. I'm going to show you what ingredients should and shouldn't be in your oil. I'll do one for the dogs, one for the horses. I'll talk about water-soluble CBD. I'm going to talk about your carrier oil that should and shouldn't be in it. And I'm going to talk about lab testing. So those will be some of the videos that I'll have coming up. I'm going to try to do one every other day so I don't bombard your guys' feed with things that you may or may not want to hear about. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about CBD, please message me. If you have somebody that's taken a brand and it didn't work for them, tell them to message me. I can easily walk them through why it didn't work for them. If you're buying it from somewhere and they're not giving you proper instructions on how to use it, have them message me. You don't just follow what's on the bottle. The FDA gets involved. CBD companies are not allowed to give out serving instructions in order to be compliant because it's a dietary supplement. So, I do have a serving chart. I always make sure anybody that buys from me gets that as well. So, I think that's it because I'm going to go over 5 minutes. So, thanks you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great weekend. Thanks.